wrong screen. Let me move my screen over. Hi. Hey guys, I wanted to get back on here to talk more about this 21-day challenge. I'm so excited about it. So it starts on Monday. And I just want to tell y'all, right? If you go back in my YouTube history, you will see that I used to do challenges all the time. I mean, I used to host challenges every single month. And then a little over a year ago, I stopped. And I stopped hosting challenges so I could focus on my one-on-one clients because I was growing in that space, and also so that I could do, focus on some of the other businesses that I have, right? And when I host these challenges, hey Valerie, welcome! So excited to see you in the challenge. When I host these challenges, what I do is I want to give my all. And if I'm giving my all to the challenge, I need to have space and time. So that's why it took me so long before I started a new challenge. So we've got a new challenge happening October 11th. You are getting meal plans. Hi, Miss Marcia. You're getting workout plans. And again, the meal plans, it's showing you like a detailed plan on how to eat, right? So it's going to give you grocery lists, recipes, instructions, right? All the information that you need. And then I'm showing you how to work this lifestyle, right? How to live a healthy lifestyle and how to make it simple, because that's something I talk about all the time. Hi, Jessica. So that's something I talk about all the time here. I talk about how to make this lifestyle simple, and how to have a healthy lifestyle in the simplest way possible. So we're going to talk about time management in this challenge, right? How do we Where do we find time to exercise? Where do we find time to cook meals for either in our busy lives, whether we're parents, whether we are, just working a lot, whatever it is, where do we find time to make these healthy meals, to exercise, to spend time with our family and our friends? Like where's the time, right? And so these are things that we're going through in this challenge because I want to make sure that you achieve your goals, but also you do it in the simplest way possible. I was talking to some folks today on Clubhouse because I'm on Clubhouse sometimes. So in the mornings, a lot of time. And so I was talking to someone on Clubhouse today, to a group, and we were talking about, is your process working? Meaning, is your process for improving your health and fitness working? Are you feeling healthier? Are you losing weight? Are you reaching your goals? Right. And so many people were saying their process isn't working and they're trying to figure out why it's not working. So I came to the table with, hey, maybe it's the process. Like everyone, we blame ourselves, like, oh, it's me. I can't stick to it. I'm not sticking to it. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. I see some cake and I start eating it, whatever, right? We come up with all these things, right? But we also got to look at the process. Maybe the process is a little too complicated. Maybe we've overcomplicated it and overthought the whole thing. And now we're struggling to get through it. So if we simplify the process, right, we make it easy. I know I, for one, have tried doing the containers for meal preps, like, and I laugh at myself because I don't even know why I thought that this was me. But, and tell me in the comments if you tried to do the containers before, because I just think it's hilarious that I even thought that I was the person to do it. So I've tried to do the containers before where, you have these little containers and they're sectioned out into like a big section for the protein, like the meat or whatever, and then you've got a section for like the broccoli or vegetable, and then whatever else, right? And you make like 8 of them, and that's what you're going to use for the week. So I tried it, right? I did it. I put it together. I was so proud of my little meal prepping situation, and I did it. I stuck to it for 3 days, and I was like, why can't I stick to this? And so I'm like, oh, I'm messing up. I'm me. I'm not serious. Like I came up with all these things, right? All these issues, and really it was the process. I am not a meal prepper. That's just not what I do. It doesn't work well for me. I can't, I'm not able to stick to it. I'm just gonna be honest, I'm not able to stick to it. So what works for me is bulk, like taking my stuff, whatever I have to do, and combining it into one thing. I tried and it didn't last a week. Exactly, Marcia. I tried, it didn't last a week for me either. I bulk things. So I've got a video called Simple Eating or Simple Family Meal Prep or something like that. I can't remember what I called it, but it's a video in that I've made. If you just put in like family meals or something like that, Ileka family meals or family meals on my channel, you should find it. But what I do is I will make one protein, right? And I'm like, this is the protein that we're eating for the week, guys, whatever it is. So I'll make like a bunch of ground turkey, and I will use that in multiple different ways throughout the week. And so this is what I teach you to do, because in this, and then in this challenge, you'll see this, right? We'll cook together sometimes in challenge. Sometimes we'll do a workout together. Like I want to do different things on the lives because I think it's just so important to highlight what I'm doing so you can see what you want to do, right? So you can see how you can incorporate it in your life. Because remember, I mean, for those who have been watching, been following for a while, or subscribed for a while, you know what my family looks like, right? And for those who are new, I'll tell you, I am a mom of four, right? Married mom of four. Um, and my kids are in like three different schools right now. So I have four kids, three different schools. It is insane how many emails I get. Anyway, so I'm doing all that, and also I run a business, right? I actually run a few businesses, and so my schedule can be pretty packed, right? It can be pretty busy. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that doing this, that we can simplify the process so it's something that we can stick to. So we simplify the eating and the meal planning, right? We simplify it in a way to where you can do this with a family. Like yesterday for dinner, we had turkey burgers. Everybody had turkey burgers. Hello from Duval. Oh, nice. Need help. Thanks in advance. Hi, Tamara. Go ahead and you should join the challenge. We're talking about the challenge. So I have the link here, and I'll post it again for the challenge because it is going to, like I said, it's going to be meal plans, workouts. What else? I'm looking at. Let me look at the page. Right, meal plans, workouts. You also get an accountability or coaching call with me, one-on-one. We'll also be doing some live workouts, and we have weekly Q&As, and we also have a Facebook group for support, right? So we've got all this. But yesterday for dinner, my family had turkey burgers, right? So they had theirs on the Dave's Killer Bread bun because I love Dave's Killer Bread. I should be a spokesperson. I should really talk to Dave about like, connecting with him because we love my family loves their products. So I had the Dave's Killer Bread buns. The reason I love them is it's made of like real ingredients, right? Real whole like ingredients from the earth. And then also that like their thin sliced bread is like 13 total carbs and like 8 net carbs. So if you're ever feeling like, oh my gosh, I want some bread, and you don't want to get like the Aldi's bread, which is like a bunch of processed stuff, that might be a good option for you. But anyway, so we had that, and they had theirs on the Dave's Killer Bread bun. I had mine just with over some salad, right? And so we had the same meal. I only cooked one thing. I cooked the burger, right? We all had a salad on the side. Theirs was on a bun, mine was not on a bun. Sometimes I'll make a burger and then just throw some fries, sweet potato fries in the air fryer. So that's what they have, and then I don't have the sweet potato fries. So these are the things that we're able to do, and we can make it easy for our families. And so that's what I'm teaching you in this 21-day challenge, right? How to create the lifestyle that you want, and ensure that you're healthy, but also building those healthy habits and those healthy thoughts and way of eating in your family. So that, because what I do not want to do, I want to make sure, I shouldn't say it like that. What I want to do is I want to make sure that my family is eating and staying on the same similar lifestyle to me. So my family doesn't eat keto, right? And I'm not one always keto 100% of the time either, but they do more of a whole foods, right? So we try and I don't want to say try, we keep more whole foods in our house. We have some things that are processed. There's some like what is it, like veggie chips in here, right? We have some of that, but where I can help it, I go, and where I can help it, I ensure that that they have things that they can eat. We always have fruit in the house. We have things that they can eat as well as I can eat. So it's still giving them that healthy lifestyle, and they're understanding what they need to do, right? So that's what we do. So that's how we teach it, right? And so in the challenge, like I said, you're getting 21 days, 21 days of coaching, support, meal planning, workouts, right? You're getting live Q&As, and we are really working toward getting where we want, reaching our goals, right? I call it the Get Snatched Challenge because I am all about, like, the way that I show you how to eat and exercise is for you to Snatch the waistline. Oh, somebody just joined. Congratulations. I cannot wait. Somebody just joined the challenge. So congratulations. I can't see who it was. I'm sorry. It didn't come up correct all the way on my watch. But yeah, congratulations. So I put the link in the description of this video, or it's in the description of the video, but I also put it in the chat so you guys can see how to join the challenge. It's 21 days and it's going to take you through how to really change your life, right? How to reach those goals. And I call it the Get Snatched Challenge because one thing that I pride myself in is helping women reduce their waistline, right? Flatten their stomach. And so if you see any of my clients, right, you can always see on my Instagram page, I'm at Keto Mommy Makeover on Instagram. And if you ever look at my Instagram page, you'll see, like in my clients, you'll see that they're always, the stomach is flattening, right? Like I have ladies who are like, oh my goodness, I have abs again. And I remember saying that too. Like, I remember when I saw like lines, when I saw abs, I was like, oh shoot, I didn't know this existed. Because anyone that knows my story knows I've been on diet since I was 8 years old. So I never had abs before. I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I didn't know. I thought that only certain people got those lines, right? Who's with me? Who here thought, oh, I can never get, or even may still think this, I can never get the lines. That's only certain people get that. Only some people have that body makeup, like that's what I thought. And so I would sit there like hoping, like doing 1,000 sit-ups a day. I'll never forget this. I was literally doing 1,000 sit-ups a day, right? Yes, I'm ready to go from flab to abs. Yes, it's serious, right? So I was doing 1,000 sit-ups a day. This was back in probably like 2005 or something like that. So a long time ago. But again, I was over 300 pounds. So I was doing like a bunch of sit-ups and I was like, maybe this is going to help. And nothing, right? Nothing was happening. And I'm like, man, like, how am I doing all this? And I'd be doing planks and I'd be doing push-ups. I'm doing all these things and nothing is happening. Stomach wasn't flattening. So I'm like, so I show you how to combine your exercise and your eating to flatten your stomach, because that's key. I've even got a couple of videos on here where I talk about how to flatten your stomach, like what we do. And so that's the thing. Even with the exercises, I always like to have it in a video form. So it's going to take you through what to do when. Because for me, I know I do better when I'm able to watch it. But for those who need to just be able to read it and go, I show that there too. Do I need to sign up or subscribe to do something? Yes. So here's the link. You want to join the challenge, Robin? Here's the link to sign up to join the challenge. I put it right there I hope you can see it in the comments. Can you guys see my comments? I'm hoping that y'all can see them. I'm trying. What did I do? I think I might have done something that I wasn't supposed to. Because I like to see everything that's coming through. So I'm trying to read you guys' comments as I'm talking too. But yeah, the 21-day challenge, it is going to be a game changer. Like, that's the only way I can describe it. It's going to change the way that you look at food, because we work on mindset. So we're working on changing your relationship with food, and the reason that's important, if you've not heard my story before, and I won't go into my whole story, I've told it multiple times in either lives or also in videos. But if you've heard my story before, I was on my first diet, put on my first diet when I was 8 years old. Oh, congratulations. Someone just joined. Why can't I see the things now? Sorry. Congratulations. So yeah, one of the things that, as I was, when I was put on my first diet at 8 years old, what happened was it literally changed my relationship with food, and not in a positive way. So prior to being put on the diet, like I literally have looked at pictures. I remember we took Christmas pictures, like family Christmas pictures. And I was so excited. Like at the time I only had two sisters. So me and my two sisters, we took family pictures and we had on our dresses, and I got to wear like this cute little dress, this blue dress. I wanted to wear the red one. My older sister got to wear a red dress, but I wanted to wear the red dress because red is my favorite color, but that's not the story. So anyways, I was a normal sized kid. Like, I was taller, obviously, but I wouldn't have looked at that kid and said, wow, she has a weight issue. Wow, we need to change the way she's eating. But when I went to the doctor, that's what they told my mom, because I was 8 years old and I was 135 pounds. I'll never forget it, because I remember looking at the scale and I remember thinking, oh man, that's high. Because I knew at the time my mom only weighed like 140 or 145 or something like that, right? So at 8, I'm 10 pounds less than my mom. And I'm like, that's weird, right? But then I'm like, oh, no big deal. And then the doctor says to my mother, we need to do something about her weight. She's overweight and she's gonna, she needs to go on a diet. Is essentially what he told my mom. And so they took me to a nutritionist and I did all this stuff, right? I remember having to write down everything that I ate. I think that's why I still bulk at sometimes at writing down what I eat. But I had to write down everything that I ate. And I remember I'd sneak things and not write things down, hide and get something. I'd eat like somewhere else so that nobody could see it. Because also at the time, I remember, so I had two sisters at the time. I have three sisters now, but I had two sisters at the time. And I remember we would be eating like snacking or whatever. They would have a snack and they'd be able to have chips. And I remember getting looked like, oh, that's not what you can have for snack. And so I had to have like, what is it? Like celery with, some peanut butter on it. And that was my snack. And they got to eat chips. And I was like, well, this sucks. But I have a picture of the Christmas picture where, I was in the blue dress. I think I was in a blue dress. My sister's in a red dress. I just remember that. We were in our little Christmas outfits and they were shiny and we were taking our pictures and we were so cute, right? And I was regular kid. And then I literally have a picture of that June, July time. No, actually it was probably May because it was before we were still in school. We talked about, got out of school that day. Anyways, my mom has in these ridiculous outfits, but it was that same year. And I was still 8 years old. I was about to be 9. And it was 1988. And I remember in that picture, you could see a drastic change in my weight. Like one picture to the next, they were 6 months apart tops. And it was like a new kid. It was like I had picked up that much weight because that was during those few months where I was seeing the nutritionist and writing down everything I ate. That's when my relationship with food went downhill. And so I had to work years to repair that. And when I say years, my whole life I hadn't repaired it. I started repairing that relationship with food around 2017. So it's been about 4 years now. And it's always a journey, right? But we work on that in this challenge because that's where the mindset comes in, right? That's where we work on changing this relationship with food. Because when we change our relationship with food, when we're ensuring that celebrations can happen, we can celebrate without food, right? We can celebrate by doing things. It doesn't always have to be surrounded by food. Obviously we have to eat to nourish our bodies, but life can be so much more than cake for every celebration, right? Life can be so much more than, wow, you got a good grade on your report card. Let's go out for ice cream. Because when we celebrate with food, we connect food, whatever food that is, to joy. So now when I want to feel good, I'm going to eat some ice cream. And that is why, if you think about it, people, and also we see it on TV, we see it everywhere. But when we think about it, when people say they're emotionally eating, right? We always think sad emotionally eating, right? We always think, oh, I felt down, so now I'm emotionally eating. So I remember, so what we do is when we feel down and we need to eat emotionally, what do? We eat the thing that made us happy before. So we go and get some ice cream. And that's why you see people eating the pint of ice cream or whatever. It's making you feel better, right? Mentally, right? Because that's what you've connected with. That's what we've connected with joy. And so that's why, we work on those things. We work heavily on mindset during the weekly Q&As because I want to make sure that we're digging into why we're eating those foods, why we're connecting that, and how we can separate that so that we can truly move forward in our process and move forward toward reaching our goals. So that's what we do in this challenge, right? And it's 21 days. And it's, like I said, it's a game changer. So, true, real deal. Shaking my head. My mom put me on diet when I was like 7 and I wasn't even that big. I think that changed me. I absolutely agree. It changed me. Like I said, I was 135 pounds, but nobody was realizing that I was and of course I was 8 years old, but no one was looking at the fact that I was also 5 feet tall. So at 5 feet tall, 135 pounds is not that big. But they were only comparing me to other 8-year-olds. who were like, I mean, other 8-year-olds were like 3 feet 6 inches tall. I remember towering over the other kids in my third grade class. I was so much taller than everybody else. Of course, I'm going to weigh way more. Of course, I'm going to be 60 pounds heavier than they all are. But that's not what anyone realized. Again, it was the 80s. So it wasn't something that people understood. And the diet culture was just kind of beginning. So it was like, oh, well, she's overweight. Let's put her on a diet. And it changes you. And so we've got to repair that. When we talk about the relationship with food, we talk about repairing that relationship. That's what I show you. I'm showing you how to repair that relationship. And it's steps. It's not like after the 21 days your relationship's going to be repaired, right? But what we are going to do is we're going to work toward repairing it, and you're going to have the tools to do it, right? It was the 80s for you too. Exactly, because that's when diet culture happened. So I wanted to say I've got this 21-day challenge, right? And really it's to, like I said, shrink the waistline, repair the relationship with food, and begin to look at our health differently so that we can work toward improved health across the board. All right. So I'll put the link in the description one more time because I want to make sure that you guys have the opportunity to join this challenge, because I don't host these challenges often. I know a lot of times folks will say, well, maybe I'll join the next one. And I'm telling you, I had some folks saying that last time I did a challenge, and the last time I did a challenge was a year ago. Because like I said, when I do a challenge, I want to make sure that I'm giving you my all, right? In these 21 days, I've structured this, I've planned it to make sure I'm giving you my all, because I have a lot of things that are going on. So that's why it took me a year before I did the next challenge, because I wanted to make sure I could plot out a specific amount of time to do this. Also, and the reason I chose October was because I wanted to get it in before the holidays. Why is that important? It was important to have this type of, weight loss journey, right? Have these changes in our lifestyle before the holidays, because when the holidays come, we'll have choices. We'll have the choice to eat on plan. We'll have the choice to say yes to the sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie or apple pie, or say no to it. We'll also have the choice to say, I'll just take one small bite or eat a sliver. And I'm giving you the tools to be able to do that, right? To be able to make those choices, and in a way to where you don't feel guilty afterwards. Because guilt is a huge thing that we do when it comes to our relationship with food as well. So I want to make sure you're not feeling guilty, right? But also I want to make sure that you have more control over your eating, right? Over your health. Let's not let the food control us. We control the food. And so that's something that we work on in this challenge, because it's so important. It's so important to control your food, to be able, and when I say control it, I don't mean like, oh my goodness, I have to watch everything. I mean control it in a way to where it's like, oh my goodness, the sweet potato pie is there, I have to eat all of it. I talk about my experience with brownies. I am a brownies girl. I always have been. I love brownies. If I would make a pan of brownies, I would cut a slice for me, right? The corner always, because the corner is my favorite. And then I would kind of go sit down. And then everybody else come and get their piece of brownie as well. And then I'd be a little like, they better not be eating too much of my brownies, because I want to make sure I can have some more. So I get back up and I get some more brownies, and I keep getting back up. By the end of that day, I've eaten over half that tray of brownies. That's not me controlling my food. That's food controlling me, when I feel like I have to get up every 2 seconds to grab some more. And so these are the things that we work on. Why are we getting up? Why do we think that we have to keep having it? Why is it a hoarding thing? Why am I hoarding the brownies? And what are some strategies that we can use to go beyond those things, to make sure that to make sure that we are getting what we want or what we need, but not overdoing it. We don't have to overdo it, right? We can eat just enough. We have that ability, but we just got to find it again. So these are the things that we're working on in the challenge, and I want to make sure that you guys know that this is something that can help you. But I also want to make sure that you're serious, right? Because I want you to join this challenge, but I want you to join it knowing that you will be changed when you complete it. you will be changed in these 21 days. And I'm talking more than physical change. I'm talking mental changes. I'm talking awareness. I'm talking looking at what we do and understanding it and being more self-aware when it comes to our eating, our exercise, and the way in our lifestyles overall. And also, I'm talking about making it a lifestyle because this isn't a, I want to make sure that we know that this is more than a 21-day diet. This isn't, diet is out, right? It's 21-day lifestyle. All right. And it's beyond that, right? So it's the first 21 days of a new lifestyle of healthy eating, looking at food differently, and managing our own health and fitness and and prioritizing our health and fitness. So you're saying if you don't have Facebook, can you join? Two things that I always tell folks who don't have Facebook. One, you can create like a pseudo Facebook account, like don't even call it your real name, and join. So just kind of create like a fake Facebook account and use it just for the challenge, only add the challenge to it, and then come on. The other thing you can do is because any updates and things like that will be in the challenge, and I'll go live in the challenge randomly, right? Or in the Facebook group randomly. But, and our calls, our Q&As, our weekly Q&As, that's on Zoom. So you won't necessarily get as much if you're not on Facebook because we're getting things on Zoom, right? I mean, because going live and things like that right there in the Facebook group. But everything is emailed out except for the lives, right? If I'm doing lives, I won't be emailing the lives out. And then also everything's on like our Zoom calls, our weekly Q&As, that's in Zoom and in the Facebook group. So folks can join either space. So I want to make sure that that's clear that I think it's a good idea to just go ahead and do a pseudo Facebook group, especially if you think that this is going to really help you. If you decide that this is going to help you and this is the move for you, I say do a pseudo Facebook. Facebook, like get an account and then delete it after. That's what a lot of folks do. If you believe this can help you, or get the, everything will be emailed, like all the meal plans, all those things are emailed, and then join the Zoom calls every week so that you're part of the Q&A and stuff. All right. All right, so I got to go today. My husband and I are about to go out on a daytime date. So, so I have to let you guys go, but I'm so excited that you joined today. I'll likely go live again tomorrow, but I normally go live every Wednesday between 1:30 and 2 p.m. Eastern. So I will see you guys next week. The challenge, in order to join the challenge, the enrollment is only open until Monday because the challenge starts on Monday. So Monday is the absolute last day to join. I say join now today because my my business manager, she told me to, I was supposed to raise the price yesterday, and honestly, I just forgot. So if you get in now, you get in at the early bird price. But I believe she's gonna, because she knows I forgot. I believe she's gonna go in there and raise the price to the normal price pretty soon today. So now, if you decide that you want to be in this challenge, I say make the move now and get in now at the early bird price, because you can get in right now at the early bird price. But probably in the next hour, I believe she's going to be changing the price to the regular price. So I'm so excited. I see some of the ladies who've already joined the challenge are here today. So congratulations. Congratulations on deciding to make your health a priority. You have decided that this is for you. And you have decided that a healthy lifestyle is what's important, that eating in the right way, exercise, and living the life that you want is important. And to be able to do that for $37 right now until later today is gold. So I don't think there's anything to lose here, but I know everyone has to come to this on their own. So I say, if you've decided to join the challenge, congratulations. I'm so proud of you, and I cannot wait to help you achieve your goals. If you're deciding still, I say make that decision quickly before my business manager increases the price. But I always say it's so important to, I'm a decision maker. That's like how I live. And I think this is what's helped me a lot in, my career prior to becoming a coach and my current career, because I because it's important to make decisions. I always say that I'd rather make the decision and it be, now I've got the opportunity to increase, grow, whatever, and keep moving as opposed to stay still, constantly thinking. Because some of us we can just sit there thinking about the same thing. When we constantly overthink things, it takes up brain space. What I've decided is it a big enough decision that I have to sit here overthinking it, taking up my brain space, and now I can't do other things? I need that clarity. I need that space so I can think about the things that are that I need to move forward in. That's actually why I do the challenge the way that I do it, making it as simple as possible because I want to ensure that you have that. I know that so for so many of us, and this was me for so long, what I'm eating, how I'm eating, the weight I have to lose, all those things would stay in my head forever. And I'd be thinking about it like all day, every day. And I realized that once I was able to remove that, I was better at work. I was a better mom. I was a better wife because it was taking up space and it was bringing me down and it was causing me anxiety. So I say all that to say, if you have the opportunity to that, or this is why I do this challenge the way I do it, right? So if you decide to join this challenge, these are the things that I'm teaching you that make the decision, right? Decide to do it or not to do it, but decide, you know? And then on top of that, I also say that, you know, let's remove some of that weight, right? The mental weight, not just the physical weight, but the mental weight, because we've got some extra like things holding us down mentally because we don't feel like we want to feel in our bodies, right? Are there vegan options for meal plans? I don't have vegan options for meal plans. I show you how to eat it, do it with vegan, like we talk about it, but the meal plans have meat in them. But it's not a lot of meat because I don't eat a lot of meat. So, but I show you how to swap those things out for vegan and for vegetarian. Vegetarian's definitely easier than vegan when it comes to, frankly, when it comes to anything. Honestly, vegetarian's easier, but vegan can definitely be done. I've had vegan clients before who have done really, really well and been successful. So, all right. So glad to talk to you guys today. Again, my husband is out the door, out there waiting for me. So I am gone because he's everything. He's my guy. He's my support. But I'll post one more time the link, and I'll see you all in the challenge. I'm so proud of you all, and make the decision to choose health every day. All right. I'll talk to y'all soon. Take care. Bye bye.